It's week 4. 4? Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. It's about quarter of the way through the semester at this point. Seems like it's going quickly, but I know you can do it. We'll get through it together. Couple of things before we jump into it. First off, don't forget that you have 2 required conferences with me. So far, I think I've only, between my 4 classes, talked to 1 person. We have Blackboard Collaborate. I'm using it for my remote classes, but for us, it's a perfectly great place for us to meet and either voice chat, video chat, or whatever. You're required to see me twice this semester, so don't leave that to the last minute, because I tell you, at the deadline days, I'm always stuck here, locked to my computer for just hours and hours on end, and I have to rush through things, so I can't give it everything I've got for each conference. And you're going to have a much better takeaway from the conferences if we have enough time to do them right. Second thing is, in one of my other classes, I had some students freaking out about having enough time to do the work. And it struck me as strange because there really wasn't all that much work for that next class period. But I've figured out that it's probably more anxiety over general time management than anything else. So for a student in another class, I found a video on time management for college students, but I went ahead and put it up for all my classes. And it's in the week 4 folder. And I do highly recommend that you watch that. A lot of people waste more time in a day than they ever thought possible. I blame Facebook. But then again, I blame Facebook for a lot of things. Anyway, really thinking about scheduling your day. I know it's not the kind of thing you like to do. Most people never do that in-depth scheduling. You didn't have to in high school. But you do here, because each class requires a lot more out-of-class effort for you here than it ever did at high school. So go over the time management video. It's less than 8 minutes long. It's going to give you some good hints for keeping yourself on a schedule. The other thing is, I have returned grades on the job application material assignment submissions, and I think that a lot of people are probably going to want to revise this one. Keep in mind, I have a fine open revision policy in this class, and I'm more than happy to look at any of your revisions. There is a procedure. It is outlined in the major assignment sheet. We can't meet in person, but I have Blackboard Collaborate available to us, so we can video conference or just chat for this one. You're going to need to, if you want to revise something, set up an appointment to see me. You got to do 2 of them anyway this semester. And I just want you to come to that class with some idea as to how to fix your submission. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions during that. Once you do that, if you then revise your submission, resubmit it via the original submission link, I'll grade it again, you'll get the higher grade. If you're not happy with it the second time around, we can do another one of those, and another. You can basically revise right up until the revision and late work deadline, and I'm perfectly happy to help you. I want you to be able to put out good work. In terms of what the work we have coming for this week, we have Career Planning Memo Submission, Chapter 4, Exercise 2 as bits of homework. The Career Planning Memo is one of the few ones where you're taking a step away from the role-playing of the other assignments. I want you to think about your position right now And think about, since we just did the job application material, you should get a decent idea as to what kind of opening level jobs there are out there. Just getting a good college degree isn't going to be enough to move you above the horde, I'm afraid. You've got to go above and beyond the call of duty. And if you want to make your resume really bulletproof to the point where they go, hey, yeah, I want to talk to that person, you need to make good efforts to add viable material to it. The career planning memo, I just need you to give me a memo outlining what you plan to do between now and the time you graduate to make yourself more hireable. It's not a major deal. A few weeks ago, we did the document design battle. Remember, it was a resume that I changed all the information to make it about Steven Universe and put in an ugly font and stripped all the formatting. Well, I went over all 4 of your submissions, and I have a video where I do that. I talk about the strengths and weaknesses. I talk about the needs of the document and how you can best suit those needs. I'm afraid I didn't have proper lighting for the video, so it looks a bit grainy, but other than that, it's something that you really should spend some time looking at. The other 3 videos we have for this week, we have the broken leg test, which is a relatively brief one, which is talking about a little principle I have for the instructions assignment, since that's the big thing you're going to be working with this semester. I think that it's well worth thinking about what makes a good set of instructions. Talk about it in the video. You're going to do a technology survey this week. It's 10 questions asking you some basic information about when technology was released. When was the first iPhone released? When was the first commercially released CD? When did Amazon launch? And this isn't, you're going to get the points if you do it. I want to know, though, how much of this do you know? How much of this are you aware of? Because when we really learn about the history of technology, one of the things we're going to get to really see is how rapidly technology is changing. And that's going to affect you because technology allows you to solve new problems in the field. And as we talked about from the intro video, solving problems in the field is a way to really get yourself noticed. After you do the technology survey, there's a video, The Changing Nature of Technology, where we talk about the speed of that. I've got voting for the Doom instructions battle, and I have a video that's going over the sample job application 2, the one that you did as a group last week. So you got a decent amount of stuff out there. For homework, you've got the career planning memo, chapter 4, exercise 2 in the technology survey. For group work, chapter 4, exercise 4 in the sample instructions battle. I've got a new set of instructions that you're going to revise and make look better. You've got voting on the Doom instructions. You got a few videos. Not an overwhelming amount of work, but stuff you want to keep up on. We're almost a quarter of the way through this, so start thinking in terms of the big picture. When are you going to start working on revisions? It might be a decent idea to really look at the major assignment sheet from this point onward and see how the assignments after the instructions all build towards the big final recommendation report at the end. Don't mean to panic you, but having a good long-term view is going to be one of the first steps of knowing what you have to do, which is going to allow you to better manage your time between now and then. As always, I got Remind if you want to get a hold of me, and I'm going to be back with you sometime this week once I finally get the document design battle voting tabulated. I'll let you know that in a Remind. Other than that, if you need to get a hold of me, you know where I am. Have a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.